Hey everybody, welcome to my show, Mid-Rock Crisis, trying to save rock, one band at a time. We're going to go in a different direction this week, because I got out my notes, and next up was Stevie Nicks, and I had 12 plus pages of notes on her, and it'll probably end up being a two-parter. So instead we're going to do Nona Hendryx. She was born in '44. She's an American singer, songwriter, author, and actor, solo artist in 1/4 and then 1/3 of the group LaBelle. They had a hit with Lady Marmalade, soul, funk, R&B, hard rock, new wave, and new age music. And Nona's distinct sound may or may not have come from the fact that she is actually a distant cousin of Jimi Hendrix. She was born in Trenton, New Jersey. We met Jersey and Sarah Dash in Philadelphia, and Patricia Holt, aka Patti LaBelle, and Cindy Birdsong became member number 4 of the band. They were first known as the Bluebells. 1962 hit, I Sold My Heart to the Junkman. They were now Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. Nona Hendryx has a husky alto vocal range which set her apart, and also added to Dash's soprano, LaBelle's mezzo-soprano, and Birdsong's second soprano. Sounds like an HBO series. They sang well-known songs like Over the Rainbow. Their competition at the time was the Chantels, the Shirelles, and the Supremes of Motown. And Birdsong secretly joined the Supremes, which surprised the others, who continued as a trio. The dynamic musical landscape became a challenge because girl groups began losing their footing. The band opted to a relocation to England. They changed their name to LaBelle and shed the giant beehive wigs and party dresses. They now wore jeans and afros. 2 albums were released, in '71 LaBelle and in '72 Moonshadow. The themes were now sex and politics, pretty unheard of for an all-female black group in the early '70s. LaBelle opened for The Who and for Laura Nyro. Nona became the chief songwriter. She warmed to the task. LaBelle opened for the Stones during their '73 American tour. Another new look to follow into the glam trend. LaBelle had now spacesuits and Ziggy makeup. The songs You Turn Me On and Nightbird, Going Down Makes Me Shiver from LaBelle's final album, Chameleon. Their Nightbird album hit gold in '74. Songs Space Children, Messin' With My Mind, Gypsy Moths, and Who's Watching the Watcher were standouts. Themes were not exactly conventional, they were diverse and at times experimental. A Man in a Trench Coat was about voodoo. It's from Chameleon. And this was Nona's first lead vocal. Lady Marmalade was a huge hit, but the band split to pursue solo careers. In '77, Nona Hendryx, her first solo album, with soul and hard rock. Winning track was later covered by Santana. The album didn't sell. Hendryx was dropped from Epic Records' roster. She did session work for a while, and back vocals for David Byrne and Talking Heads. Hendryx sang lead in her own band, Zero Cool, with Knox on guitar. Probably didn't pronounce that right. It's Naux. Nas on guitar. Mike Allison on bass, Kevin Fuller on second guitar, and Jim Allington on drums. Nona's second album, Nona, was released in '83. It had a contemporary dance sound mixed with art rock. The single Keep It Confidential was a modest hit. Transformation was a dance club favorite. Designed for Living with Laurie Anderson, Gina Shock of the Go-Go's, Valerie Simpson of Ashford and Simpson, Tina Weymouth of the Tom Tom Club, and Nancy Wilson of Heart. And also Patti LaBelle appeared on Nona's solo. RCA sought Nona to record movie soundtracks. That's when the song I Sweat was put out, as well as Transparent. Another album was released in '84. It's called The Art of Defense. In 1985, Nona wrote and recorded Rock This House with Keith Richards. It garnered a Grammy nomination. MTV showed the video I Need Love featuring drag queens, but in '85 it was still too much too soon for prime time. Also in '85, artists united against Apartheid Project, Sun City record with Bruce Springsteen, Little Steven, Bono, Eddie Kendricks, Hall & Oates, Bobby Womack, and Lou Reed. Nona's biggest commercial success, solo, came with her single Why Should I Cry in '87. R&B top 5 and number 58 on the Billboard charts. The album Female Trouble, with contribution by Peter Gabriel, Prince, George Clinton, and others. Nona joined the Black Rock Coalition with Vernon Reid of Living Colour. Nona put out her fourth New Age record, Skin Diver, with Peter Bauman of Tangerine Dream. The single Women Who Fly was covered by Jefferson Starship, but it did not chart. Hendryx set her sights on an acting career. In 1987, she had a part in Landlord Blues, and in The L Word, she played the part of attorney Sally Viscuso. She collaborated with Jerry Harrison of Talking Heads and on the Red and Black album, and with Billy Crawford on Urgently in Love in '92. Nona produced albums for Lisa and also for the Bush Tetras. Nona appeared on Showtime's drama Sleeper Cell, 2 tracks Higher Purpose and Beginning to End also appeared. She now sings with the Daughters of Soul, which have had international success. There have been several LaBelle reunions and an album back to now in 2009. Well, anyway, Nona Hendryx. She's out there doing it now. Still doing what she loves. I'm going to give her a lot of credit. She's no spring chicken anymore, but it doesn't seem to matter. She's got that kind of voice that just keeps on giving. Thank you, everyone, for being with me on Mid-Rock Crisis. I'm East Coast Pete. I'll be back at you, hopefully, with Stevie Nicks.